This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. The mere mention of Rolex evokes thoughts of accomplishment, meticulous craftsmanship, and enduring style. More than a simple watch, a Rolex represents personal success, often becoming a cherished heirloom. However, the sheer variety of Rolex models, each with different designs and prices, can make selecting the ideal watch a challenge. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will guide you through some of the finest Rolex watches available, examining the specific characteristics, historical importance, and lasting allure that contribute to their value. From legendary sports watches to refined dress pieces, we will explore the reasons behind their popularity, ultimately assisting you in navigating the world of Rolex and discovering the perfect watch for you. If you have not already, subscribe to our channel to avoid missing out on future content. For those looking to invest in a Rolex watch in 2025, the best options do not necessarily come from the brand's latest releases. Instead, some of the finest Rolex timepieces are found within older, pre-owned models that offer both exceptional craftsmanship and historical significance. This idea is supported by the experience of collectors who have spent years handling and analyzing some of Rolex's most iconic watches, leading to a deeper appreciation of models that emerged between the late 1980s and late 1990s. It was during this period that Rolex began implementing modern advancements in materials while still retaining the classic design elements that made their watches legendary. The late 1980 and 1990 marked a transformative era for Rolex, bridging the gap between vintage aesthetics and modern durability, making the watches from this period some of the most desirable among collectors today. One of the standout models from this era is the Rolex Explorer II reference 16570. Introduced in 1989 and produced for an impressive 22 years, this watch represents a turning point in the Explorer II line. Rolex first ventured into the Explorer II series in 1971 with the release of the reference 1655, a model that was quite unconventional at the time. Unlike the Submariner reference 16610, GMT Master reference 16710, or even the standard Explorer reference 1016, which all featured dive-style dials and Mercedes hands. The original Explorer II had a fixed 24-hour bezel and an oversized orange GMT hand designed for spelunkers, cave explorers who required a watch that could distinguish between AM and PM in dark environments. The niche appeal of this watch meant that it did not initially gain the widespread popularity of Rolex other sports watches. However, Rolex eventually refined the design with the introduction of the reference 16550, which adopted a more traditional aesthetic, featuring a dial that closely resembled the Submariner. The Explorer II reference 16570 continued this trend, refining the design even further with a cleaner dial layout and improved movement. Unlike its predecessor, which featured an orange GMT hand, the 16570 initially came with a red-stemmed arrow hand, which later reverted to orange in subsequent models. It was also the first Explorer II to be fitted with a sapphire crystal, ensuring better scratch resistance compared to previous acrylic versions. The case design retained its tool watch essence, with drilled lugs that allowed for easy strap changes, a feature cherished by vintage Rolex enthusiasts. Despite its 40mm diameter, the watch wears slightly smaller, closer to 39mm, making it an ideal size for both modern and vintage tastes. With a thickness of just 12.2mm, it offers a comfortable fit on the wrist without feeling overly bulky. The balance of sportiness and elegance in this watch makes it one of the most versatile Rolex models from the period. One of the most significant aspects of the Explorer II reference 16570 is its movement. Rolex initially equipped the watch with the caliber 3185, an automatic movement with a true traveler's GMT function, allowing the hour hand to be independently adjusted without stopping the seconds. This movement was later upgraded in 2006 to the caliber 3186, featuring a parachrom hairspring for improved resistance to shocks and temperature variations. A telltale sign of whether a 16570 houses a 3185 or 3186 movement is the behavior of the GMT hand when adjusting the time. The 3185 exhibits a slight wobbly movement, whereas the 3186 rectifies this issue with a more stable hand adjustment mechanism. These technological advancements highlight Rolex's dedication to improving the reliability of its movements over time. Another exceptional Rolex model from this era is the Explorer reference 14270. Introduced in 1989 as the successor to the long-running 1016. The transition from the 1016 to the reference 14270 marked a major shift in the Explorer line, as Rolex moved away from the vintage aesthetics of a matte dial, acrylic crystal, and low-beat movement. The 14270 instead featured a high-beat automatic movement, a sapphire crystal, and a glossy lacquered dial with white gold trimmed indices, fundamentally reshaping the Explorer's identity. This model set the standard for all modern Explorers, yet it remains highly sought after by collectors for its perfect blend of vintage proportions and contemporary durability. The movement inside the 14270, the caliber 3000, operates at 4 Hz and offers a smooth sweep of the second hand, a significant upgrade from the previous era's slower beat movements. Many collectors, after experiencing the larger 39mm Explorer reference to 14270, find themselves drawn back to the 36mm size of the 14270, as it retains the proportions that made the Explorer legendary in the first place. The 36mm case makes it a versatile watch that can be worn in both casual and formal settings, while the modern upgrades ensure longevity and reliability. This was the watch that solidified Rolex's transition from purely functional tool watches to luxury sports watches that retain their rugged capabilities. The balance of size, proportions, and historical significance makes the 14270 an essential choice for collectors looking for a timeless and wearable Rolex model. Looking at the market value of these watches today, they present excellent opportunities for collectors who seek historically significant Rolex models at reasonable prices. The Explorer II reference 16570, for example, can be found for around $6,750, a compelling price for a watch with such an extensive production history and robust movement. In comparison, the current Explorer II reference 2266570, which features Rolex modern maxi case and dial, is priced significantly higher, often exceeding $8,500 even on the pre-owned market. Many collectors argue that the newer Explorer II has become oversized, losing some of the elegance and refinement that made its predecessors so beloved. The same sentiment applies to the Explorer line, where the modern 39mm reference 14270, despite being an impressive watch, often feels too large for those accustomed to the classic 36mm proportions of the original. The vintage models retain a charm that modern Rolex watches sometimes lack, making them a more compelling choice for long-term investment. When it comes to wearability, both the Explorer II reference 16570 and the Explorer reference 14270 excel in their ways. The reference 16570, with its fixed 24-hour bezel and GMT function, makes it an excellent choice for travelers and adventurers, while its 20mm lug width ensures compatibility with a wide range of straps. The 14270, on the other hand, offers a more understated design that embodies the purest essence of Rolex tool watch heritage. Both models feature hollow end links and pressed clasps on their bracelets, a design choice that adds to their vintage appeal while keeping them lightweight and comfortable on the wrist. Ultimately, the late 1980s and 1990s represent a golden era for Rolex, a time when the brand perfected its formula of blending modern advancements with timeless designs. Whether one chooses the Explorer II reference 16570 or the Explorer reference 14270, both watches stand as testaments to Rolex's enduring craftsmanship and innovation. They offer collectors the opportunity to own pieces of Rolex history without breaking the bank, making them some of the best Rolex watches to consider in 2025. For enthusiasts and investors alike, these models provide a perfect blend of performance, style, and heritage that will continue to be appreciated in both value and desirability for years to come. What are your impressions on the Rolex watch topic we shared in this video? Let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel for future updates. Thank you for watching Luxury World, and we eagerly anticipate your participation in our upcoming videos.